Another thing that will get added to my list is one of my favorite places to go, and it's called Soul Cycle. And if there was video footage of Soul Cycle that was put in a time capsule and opened up, 500 years from now on an archaeological dig, people would be like, oh, those humans were very, very strange indeed. So it's a room about, and Julia, my friend Julia's back there, she teaches Soul Cycle, and Mitch works over there. So they know Soul Cycle very well, so they can attest to this if you want validation. So it's probably a room about this size, right? So imagine, I want to paint the picture. You're in a room about this size. On one wall, there's a mural of a nice open road. On another wall, there's this all these inspirational quotes, and it's things like, we inhale intention and exhale expectation, right? And then there's a mirror on this wall to kind of amplify the effect of 60 people in spandex riding on bikes that go nowhere. Right? Mitch is laughing. So, and then there's an instructor at the front of the room. They've got this like dance music on, and you're on these bikes that go nowhere. And then they're telling you to stand up on the bike and then sway to the right, and sway, and then they're like, if the instructor asks you a question, you're supposed to go, woo! Like that, and it's like, so you got, or it's like you shout out someone's, it's like, good job, Jen, keep going, woo! And everyone like cheers you. So it's like this crazy environment that feels totally like, when you're in it, it's like, yeah, this is the place, I love it here. And then when you think about it from the outside, it's like these people were insane. What is happening here? And then, it's 45 minutes of this, with a little stretch at the end, but it feels really good. And at some point during the class, by the way, the room is completely dark, except for a few little lights and 4 candles. So, that adds to the effect. So at some point during the class, they take the candles around to people, the 4 candles, and people get to blow out the candles. And so like the little 8-year-old in me is like, oh, please choose me, please, I want to blow out a candle, please. Oh man, they choose me. So, I gotta make a wish. I want to make a wish. So, it's okay. So I have to talk myself, it's okay. You didn't choose me this time, maybe next time it's gonna happen. So after they blow out the candles, they say, take a moment, and everything's a metaphor. Whatever challenges you're facing in life, you're facing them on the bike. Turn up the resistance to show how you can turn up the resistance in your life, and you can move through all these stuff. So they turn off the lights, and you go inward, and the instructor will say something really inspiring. And one of my favorite instructors, Chris Chandler, who's like, just, always inspires me. So one day he said, your job when you leave this room is to not deny whatever's happening in your life. Whatever shit is hitting the fan at any given moment, whatever pain or pressure you might feel it, and find the joy anyway. There comes a moment in every Soul Cycle class when the room goes dark and my heart becomes more than the transport organ for my blood. I become the one transported, opening to wisdom and insight, clarity and focus. After the hard work is done, the fastest sprint, the highest climb, the tests of strength and endurance, we ride in a strange sort of silence that is created by the steady bass line of electronic music and a few words offered by our instructor. Often I'm in my own zone. Sometimes I compose verse in my head, and once in a while I hear words that penetrate. Find the joy anyway. Easy to say, but on days when tears burn the backs of my eyelids, it can be harder to remember that joy is not a matter of searching like a child on Easter morning for transient treasures found in pink plastic eggshells. More like traveling the yellow brick road, and discovering that there are gifts in the wandering, that there can be laughter in the moments between tears, hope beneath fears, and a chance to shift gears and see things a little differently. And maybe, just maybe, realize that there was joy inside me all along.